Good afternoon, my Facebook family, Instagram followers. Queen Teresa here with His Love and Care Ministries. I am over the top excited about the work that we have ahead of us. And I just am grateful for the passion and the drive that God has given me on this journey. His Love and Care Ministries' mission is to enhance our communities one family at a time. And we propose to accomplish this mission through education, services, and other enhancements, such as homeless outreach events, domestic violence awareness, and housing assistance. So we came yesterday and we broke it down on how we, as a charitable organization, our plans on getting this done, okay? Because it's easy, talk is cheap, but how can you accomplish anything except you have a plan? So I will have you to know that I am the founder of His Love and Care Ministries, and I am the current director. And I have spent years before we actually became official. We became official April 5th of 2022. We did file for our nonprofit status August 23rd of 2021. But most of the programs that we are instituting all began when I was Miss North Charleston Plus Intercontinental. And as a plus size pageant queen, our goal was to serve in the community. So, although that role has come and gone, I am still dedicated to the work. So a lot of these programs that you heard about yesterday got its birth back then. So we're talking about 2018. So without a plan, how can you execute, right? So the directions for this 2022 as it pertains to His Love and Care Ministry is to create a strategy to execute that plan and to manifest results. All right. So we have strategies. We have the way and the wherewithal to execute on those plans, and we plan on seeing the manifestations of it all. Okay, so our 3-tier system, if executed as intentioned, will significantly impact the astronomical cases of domestic violence, which is prevalent here in the Low Country, surrounding areas in the world. Okay, so there is a great need for support services for domestic violence. The first tier of this system is situational support. The second tier is aftercare, and the third tier is preventative care. And we know that it's common to view domestic violence as between a man and a woman, whether it be in a marriage, common law marriage, or just courtship. But I want to also expand your horizon and get you to think that domestic violence is also violence in the domestic setting against children. So then we know that child abuse also falls under the umbrella of domestic violence. We at Loving Care Ministries have a great concern for children, and therefore we are aggressively advocating against child abuse as well. Okay? So the 3 tiers, once again, to combat domestic violence is situational support, aftercare, and preventative care. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come today and I'm going to emphasize and I'm going to focus on the first tier, situational support. We want to go ahead and be able to explain fully in detail what situational support means, talk about the programs that we have in place to assist with this need, also talk about the timeline, and then we can talk about what's next. Forgive me, I had a notification come on my phone. Alrighty, so I thought I deleted it, but it kept on going. Okay. So, situational support is just this. Its term defines itself. Situational support is giving support to a victim while they are still in a volatile situation. Okay? And what I mean by that, you will be astounded at the number of victims who decide to stay and to dwell with their abuser. You would be surprised. In other words, they do not want to leave. His Loving Care Ministries does not sit in judgment. But what we do during situational support is we want to offer them as much care and concern as we possibly can. Because our goal is that if we show them the care long enough, then that will give them the motivation to say, hey, I deserve better because I have a support system that I can run to and I can fall back on. So we want to say, although we don't agree with is his or her. I use the pronoun her because it's most commonly placed that women experience domestic violence, but men also are victims too. So I use her pronoun in reference to both gender. But we, as His Loving Care Ministries, we want to hold her hand and let her know we're here for you. That's our situational support. But make no mistake, when she is ready, we don't mind escalating our support. And then we can connect with a team of experts who will help her plan her escape. So, situational support is there to motivate her and let her know that although you are in the midst of this untoward situation, there are people who care. Situational support is saying that you are beautiful, you are an amazing woman. Once again, we say her, female, but this also includes men. You are a wonderful person. This thing that you're going through is not your fault. and we understand where you are right now. Situational support says that whatever you need, we are here. Our desire is that when we support her as much as we can and continue to show that care, that she will come to the realization that there is better for me and there's more. At that time, we will introduce her to experts in this field, those who are experienced and those who have helped many other victims escape. Because you have to realize, like the old saying goes, you have to ease your hand out of the lion's mouth. So these plans can go anywhere from 4 months to 12 months to 18 months, even possibly 24 months, where we will work with her and help her plan her escape, where she can plan her getaway little by little, as to her aggressor will never even know. Okay? That's situational support. And I know at this point, a lot of you have a lot of questions and you wanting to know, what is it that would make a person decide to stay in a violent situation where he or she is experiencing physical attacks, verbal attacks, emotional digs? You wonder, what is it? Well, I will be glad to explain. And it's not rocket science. It's something that we all can relate to. That's why His Loving Care Ministries, we don't sit in judgment, because we understand. The reason why victims are not willing to leave is simple. Because she loves him. She loves him. We all, and some of us are now in situations where we are in love with someone. We just happen to be in love with the right person. But nevertheless, her feelings is no different than ours. Although her situation is not the best. Although her situation is life-threatening. Although her situation is toxic. But her feelings are valid. And they definitely can be understood. But that is the main reason why victims are not ready to leave. And because of that, that's why His Loving Care is offering situational support. So now, there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments on how you all can here in our efforts to bring awareness around domestic violence and the intricate system that we have in place to help out. Keep in mind that we are a acknowledged and we are a legal charity that's able to accept gifts that are tax deductible. So we appreciate there is no amount that is too small. So there you have it. So we are going to continue tomorrow And then we're going to move and we're going to expound and we're going to talk about aftercare, the second tier. We're going to talk about the meaning of aftercare, the programs that's available, and how we plan on executing to see the manifestations. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Thank you for taking the time to support His Love and Care Ministries. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much. Goodbye.